शिला प्रभुपाद की श्रीमद् भागवतम की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 19, text number 32 and 33. Maya yata anuktam avadi te harehe. Maya yata anuktam avadi te hare. Kruta avatarasya sumitra cheshtitam. कृतावतारस्य सुमित्र चेष्टितं यथा हिरण्याक्षा उदार विक्रमः। यथा हिरण्याक्ष उदार विक्रमो महामृदे क्रीडनवत् निराकृतः। महामृदे क्रीडनवन् निराकृतः। मया यतानुक्तम् अवादिते हरे। कृतावतारस्य सुमित्र चेष्टितम् यथा हिरण्याक्ष उदार विक्रमो महामृदे क्रीडनवान् निराकृतः। मया यतानुक्तम् अवादिते हरे। कृतावतारस्य सुमित्र चेष्टितम् यथा हिरण्याक्ष उदार विक्रमो महामृदे क्रीडनवान् निराकृतः। Maya, by me, yata, as, anuktam, told, avadi, was explained, te, to you, harehe, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, krutavatarasya, who assumed the Incarnation, Sumitra, oh dear Vidura, cheshtitam, the activities, yata, as, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyaksha, udhara, very extensive, vikramaha, prowess, mahamrude, in a great fight, kridanavat, like a plaything, nirakrutaha, was killed. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, I have explained to you the personality of Godhead's coming down as the first Boar incarnation and killing in a great fight a demon of unprecedented prowess, as if he were just a plaything. This has been narrated by me as I heard it from my predecessor, spiritual master. Please repeat the translation. Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, I have explained to you the personality of Godhead's coming down as the first Boar incarnation and killing in a great fight a demon of unprecedented prowess, as if he were just a plaything. This has been narrated by me as I heard it from my predecessor spiritual master. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Here the sage Maitreya admits that he explained the incident of the killing of Hiraṇyakṣa by the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a straight narration. He did not manufacture anything or add interpretation, but explained whatever he had heard from his spiritual master. Thus, he accepted as bona fide the system of parampara, or receiving the transcendental message in disciplic succession. Unless received by this bona fide process of hearing from a spiritual master, the statement of an acharya or preceptor cannot be valid. It is also stated here that although the demon Hiraṇyakṣa was unlimited in prowess, he was just like a doll for the Lord. A child breaks so many dolls without real endeavor. Similarly, although a demon may be very powerful and extraordinary in the eyes of an ordinary man in the material world, to the Lord killing such a demon is no difficulty. He can kill millions of demons as simply as a child plays with the dolls and breaks them. Next verse, I will recite myself. Sūta vacha iti Kauṣārava ākhyātam āshrutya bhagavatkatam Kṣattā ānandam param lebe Maha Dvija. Śrī Sūta Gosvāmī continued, My dear brāhmaṇa, Kṣattā, Vidura, the great devotee of the Lord, achieved transcendental bliss by hearing the narration of the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the authoritative source of the sage Kauṣārava, Maitreya, and he was very pleased. Purport. If anyone wants to derive transcendental pleasure by hearing the pastimes of the Lord, he must hear from the authoritative source, as explained here. Maitreya heard the narration from his bona fide spiritual master, and Vidura also heard from Maitreya. One becomes an authority simply by presenting whatever he has heard from his spiritual master, and one who does not accept a bona fide spiritual master cannot be an authority. This is clearly explained here. If one wants to have transcendental pleasure, he must find a person with authority. It is also stated in the Bhagavatam that simply by hearing from an authoritative source, with ear and the heart, one can relish the pastimes of the Lord, otherwise it is not possible. Sanatana Goswami therefore has especially warned that one should not hear anything about the personality of Lord from the lips of a non-devotee. Non-devotees are considered to be like serpents, as milk is poisoned by a serpent's touch. So although the narration of the pastimes of the Lord is as pure as milk, when administered by serpent-like non-devotees, it becomes poisonous. Not only does it have no effect in the transcendental pleasure, but it is dangerous also. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has warned no description of the pastimes of the Lord should be heard from the Mayavadi or impersonalist school. He has clearly said, Mayavadi bhashya sunile hai sharvanash. If anyone hears the Mayavadi's interpretation of the pastimes of the Lord or their interpretation of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam or any other Vedic literature, then he is doomed. Once one is associated with impersonalists, he can never understand the personal feature of the Lord and his transcendental pastimes. Sūta Gosvāmī was speaking to the sages headed by Śrāvaka, and therefore he addressed them in this verse as Dvija, twice born. The sages assembled in Naimisharanya hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from Sūta Gosvāmī were all brāhmanas, but to acquire the qualification of a brāhmana is not everything. Merely to be twice born is not perfection. Perfection is attained when one hears the pastimes and activities of the Lord from a bona fide source. Doesn't see Bhakti Vedanta par. Om ajnanatimirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshuram militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, concluding the narration on Varaha Lila, so Maitreya is glorifying the importance of hearing from authorities, and Shukadeva Goswami is explaining about the value of hearing from authorities. So the transcendental bliss the devotee experiences when they hear in bona fide sampradaya. So hearing and chanting, both aspects have been covered here. So Maitreya was chanting and Vidura was hearing. So here it says, Maya yatanuktam avadite harehe. As I am speaking it to you is what I have heard. Yata uktam, what I spoke, avadi, this is what I heard. Krutavatarasya sumitra cheshchitam. What did I speak to you? Kruta avatarasya harehe. The Lord's incarnation and his pastimes, cheshchitam. Oh my dear Vidura, Sumitra means oh my dear Vidura. Yata Hiraṇyakṣa budara vikramaha. So Hari has many pastimes. Which pastime of Hari am I describing to you? This was the pastime of Hiraṇyakṣa, the most formidable demon. Udara vikramaha, mighty prowess personality. Mahamrute kridanavan nirakritaha. Even though he is such a great personality in fighting, very mighty warrior, Mahamrute in a great battle, Lord killed him. Kridanavat. How did Lord kill him? One slap, he died. A great warrior, one slap, he died. So this is like playing with a doll. Nirakritaha, he was just simply killed by just a slap. So in the purport, Prabhupada was explaining, one person may be very mighty, very strong, very capable. To ordinary weak persons, he is very great. But in front of the Lord, he is just like a toy. Just by the desire of the Lord, all these people in millions and trillions can be vanquished. Lord is so great. And Prabhupada gives the example of a child plays with so many toys. Once he becomes frustrated, he destroys the toys. The same thing here. The Lord, he played for some time, then after that he just smashed it, finished him, kept him aside, and went back home. So, in this verse, Prabhupada was explaining the importance of hearing from authority. You become an authority only when you hear from the authority. Maitreya was great because he heard it from Vyasadeva, his guru. So, Vyasadeva, since he is in the authority system, so Maitreya became the authority. And Vidura, what was his situation when he heard? So next, Sūta Gosvāmī is saying in the next verse, Sūta vacha iti Kauṣārava akhyātam, as explained by Maitreya, Kauṣārava akhyātam, the narration, Ashrutya Bhagavatkadam. Ashrutya means being heard. What about what? Bhagavatkata, the topics of the Lord. Kṣattā ānandam param lebe. What was the experience of Vidura? Ānandam param lebe, the highest transcendental bliss he has experienced because of hearing from authority. Maha Bhagavato Dvija, and he is a common man, Kṣattā, he is Maha Bhagavataha. He is a great devotee of the Lord. Oh my dear Dvija, because this is Sūta Gosvāmī was narrating to Shaunaka rishis of Naimisharanya. He is addressing them, oh my dear Dvijas, Kṣattā, a Maha Bhagavata, he had achieved Ānandam Param Lebe, the highest transcendental bliss, Ashrutyaha, when he heard from Kauṣārava, from Maitreya. So this aspect glorifies about hearing from the result of hearing from Parampara system. The great acharyas, when you hear, you achieve highest transcendental bliss. So in the purport, Prabhupada says, if anyone wants to derive transcendental pleasure by hearing the pastimes of the Lord, he must hear from authoritative source as explained here. One becomes an authority simply by presenting whatever he has heard from his spiritual master. And one who does not accept a bona fide spiritual master cannot be an authority. So, who is an authority? The definition of authority. He should accept his previous spiritual master. He should hear from him. If you do not accept the authority, you are never authorized to become a speaker. So Bhagavatam glorifies the importance of hearing Bhagavatam itself. In the second canto, 8th chapter, there is one verse, 2.8.4, it says, Shrunvataha Shraddaya Nityam. So Shrunvataha, those who hear, Shraddaya, faith, Nityam, daily, constantly, Granatascha Svacheshtitam. And those who understand whatever they have read, heard, Svacheshtitam, the activities and pastimes of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kalena Ati Dirghena, in very short span, very soon, immediately, Bhagavan Vishate Hridi, the Lord becomes manifest in the heart of the devotee. When you hear the Srimad Bhagavatam and taking the matter very seriously, Shraddaya, Svacheshtitam, the heart, which is the place, the Lord who is there as Paramatma, He becomes revealed to us, or He manifests His presence. So when you hear Bhagavatam, what is actually happening? There are many knots which are formed here. See, all the emotions what we carry, so all that emotions will become like a knots in the heart. They cover the Paramatma's visibility to us. It is like we have dumped so much dust there. So when you read Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, when you read Bhagavatam daily, all the unwanted things from the heart are cleansed off. So the visibility of Paramatma becomes accessible to the devotee. Before also he was accessible, but only thing is, the unwanted association is blocking that visibility. Now when you hear with faith and take it in serious mode, then Lord becomes activated. The devotee will be able to pursue the Lord in very short span. You don't require huge years of tapasya and huge lifetimes, many lifetimes. In very short span, by hearing Shraddaya Bhagavatam, one becomes perfectionist. And in the fourth canto also, ending fourth canto, again, Śukadeva Goswami says, Yatra Bhagavata Rajan Sadhavo Vishadasayaha Bhagavat Gunanu Katana Shravana Vyagra Chetasaha. So, Yatra Bhagavato Sadhavo Vishada means a place where pure devotees live. If you visit a place where pure devotees live, who are Chetasaha, who are following the rules and regulations and have become pure conscious, and Shravana Vyagraha, who are engaged in eager in hearing. Shravana Vyagraha, one who are eagerly wants to hear, and Bhagavat Gunanu Anukatana, the chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord, eager to hear the chanting of the glories of the Supreme Lord. Then Tasmin Maha Mukarita Madhubhi Charitra Piyusha Sheshate Ye Pibanti Gada Karnaihi. With your concentrated ear, if you hear the nectar which is coming out of the lips of the devotees who are very eager to hear, Pibata, you drink that through your ears. Then Saritaha Paritaha Shravanti, it is like a free flowing river. The pastimes which are coming from the mouth of the devotee were like a Sarita Pravahaha. How the rivers flow in a smooth way systematically, that when you hear that part, then Avitrushaha, one will forget all necessities of life. When you sit in Bhagavatam and you hear that narration, you will forget about time, you will forget about place, you will forget about your bodily necessities. Avitrushaha, you don't have any other extra requirement. Like hunger, thirst. It says, Tanna Sprushanti Asana Trid Bhaya Shoka Mohaha. He becomes free from all these unwanted diversions. Thirst, hunger, fear, lamentation, illusion. He becomes free from, immune to all these material aspirations which will divert us away from Krishna consciousness. So hearing with faith from people who are eager to hear. Then you become completely cleansed of all bodily necessities. This is because you see the context. Śukadeva Goswami was narrating, Parikshit Maharaj was hearing. Is there any break? Did they take any break there? And the 7 days, Parikshit Maharaj says, 7 days, how it finished, I didn't know. It was going on, so much so that I never felt hunger. I never felt thirst also. And I was feeling more and more. I want to hear more and more. So, that narration about the Lord was so encaptivating that Shukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj were so engrossed that they forgot about time, bodily necessities, and they were like in a trance they were discussing. So such is the glory of hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because the authority, both were authority. In Shravana one is the authority, in Kirtana one is authority. And they attained perfection in the process. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj got liberated. By speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami got liberated. And they became the expert in that subject there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was prophesying about the Sankirtana perspective, so there were many types of Kirtana. It says, Ka Kirtana Prakara Shreshtatamaha. Which kind of Kirtana is the Shreshta? So one devotee who was a disciple of Shyamananda Prabhu has analyzed the entire Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. There are 5 kinds of Kirtana, what we do. So the technical details as per Jiva Goswami's Sandarbha, Bhakti Sandarbha, he explains. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to the congregational chanting of the holy name, Krishna Sankirtana. So in Kali Yuga, which kind of Sankirtana is the best? And it can effectively, that in such a way that which kind of bhakti and how it could be in accompaniment with Kirtana should be the best taken as Yad Anyapi Bhakti Kalo Kartavya Tadata Samyoge Naiva. Kirtana is the best and the only means of success in Kali Yuga. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given 5 kinds of Kirtana. The first one known as Nama Kirtana. There are some songs which simply glorify the names of the Lord. Like Yashomati Nandana. It's all only names in the song. Vibhavari Shesha. It's all the names of the Lord. This is known as Nama Kirtana. Then there is something called as Rupa Kirtana. The songs describing the beautiful form of the Lord. Janma Safalyatar. This is one Kalyana Kalpataru song. Janma Safalyatar. There is the song beginning with. This is called as Rupa Kirtana. Then the third one was as Guna Kirtana. Glorification of Lord's wonderful qualities. The songs beginning with Bahirmukha Hoy, Gauranga Karuna Koro. These are the songs which explain about the Lord's wonderful qualities. Then Leela Kirtana. The songs which focus on Lord's extraordinary pastimes. Like Jiva Krupa Kori and Shoka Shatana. The Shoka Shatana is a song which describes about Srivas Thakur's son passing away during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Kirtana. Then there is the 5th one which is called as Rasa Kirtana. Songs describing the Krishna's relationship with his dear devotees. Krishna Vamshi Gita Suni. This is one song which starts with. So these are the 5 kinds of Kirtana. So some Gaudiya Vaishnava scholars emphasize Leela and Rasa Kirtana. Jai Shri Radha Govinda Ki. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur emphasized Nama Kirtana. So which is the most important? So Bhagavan Das analyzes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's words itself. He says, Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sharva Shaktihi. Kirtana of the Lord's names is the best. Because, and he quotes references from Bhagavatam, he says, Etan nirvidyamananam Ichata makuto bayam yoginam nrupa nirnitam harer namanu kirtanam. So this is Shukadeva Goswami assuring Parikshit Maharaj. So So Anukirtanam, or chanting the holy name of the Lord, Harer Nama Etad Anukirtanam, is Nirnitam, it is decided by the great authorities, is Akuto Bhayam, the doubtless and fearless way of success of all. Harer Nama Anukirtanam is Nirnitam, this is the fixed thing as decided by authorities. Because by doing this, Nirvidyamananam, including those who are free from material desires, even liberated persons can do this kirtana, by which Ichchatam Yoginam, or those who desire of material enjoyment, or those who are interested in this yogic principles. Anybody, those who are liberated, those who are in want of anything, those who are running behind yogic principles, this is the Shreshtaha, to chant the holy name of the Lord. Harer Nama Etad Anukirtanam is the best. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains this perspective in this verse. He says, although Shastras glorify bhakti, among different kinds of bhakti, which is Mukhyaha, the main one, it is Nama Kirtan. Like any other process you do. So, like when you are doing Aarti to the Lord, you are simply doing Aarti, or you are singing and doing the Aarti. So in the night the Lord will be did massage and Lord will be made to sleep. Jo Achyutananda, are you making him simply in the jula or sleeping him, or making him sing and sleep him? So any bhakti, any aspect you take in the Navavida bhakti, it is always accompanied by kirtana. And kirtana when you do, you have to hear also. So it is chanting and hearing is the primary essence of bhakti in Navaveda bhakti. All the others will automatically follow these two. So he says, and he quotes from reference, he says, Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Harihi. This is, Parikshit Maharaj had asked Shukadeva Goswami, what is the duty of a person? So Shukadeva Goswami is saying, Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma. For all living entities, oh my dear descendant of Bharata, Tasmad, therefore, Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Harihi. Lord Hari is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Ishvara. He is the controller. So what should one do for Hari? Shrotavyaha Kirtitavyaha. You should hear about, you should chant. Smartavyaha. You should remember. For what? Ichchata Akuto Bhayam. If you want to become fearless in this world, you have to run away from fear. You have to remember the Lord. You have to chant the glorification of the Lord. And you have to hear the glorification of the Lord. This is Shukadeva Goswami's principle. Because everybody are destined to die. When you think of death, you become very fearful. How to become fearless in this material world? By remembering the Lord. By chanting the holy name of the Lord. By hearing about the glorification of the Lord. One becomes fearless. So there was one devotee, a great personality, Acharya by name, Samartha Ramadas. So he is the guru of Shivaji Maharaj also. A great devotee of Lord Ramachandra, who had darshan of Lord Ramachandra. So he used to sing, he used to chant, and he used to glorify the Lord in various ways. So he had an ashrama where he was training the students also in the process of bhakti. So one day when he was in his ashrama explaining, a small boy, a village boy, came to his ashrama. And he said, my dear sir, I want to serve you. I want to stay in your association. Okay, please give me permission. Seeing that small boy, very sincere, very simple-hearted. So the Swami said, okay, you can stay here, but there are some rules. You have to attend so-and-so sadhana, you have to be part of the process of staying in the ashram. The boy said, okay. The next day, every day, morning, he used to explain the philosophy. So next day morning, he saw the boy was not there in the class. So after class, he went and he asked, where was the boy? Some said he is there, cleaning the ashrama. Some said he was feeding the cows. He was cleaning the Goshala and all. So Guru called him and he said, why you have not attended the class? He said, I am an illiterate, I don't know anything about Shastra. And I am not interested in Shastra also, because I can't understand. So it is better for me, I can keep your ashrama clean, I can feed the cows, I can milk the cows, and I can do all these parts. So Guru said, okay, it's all okay, but do one thing, in the night before going to sleep, I recite Ramayana, please come and be seated in the class. So anybody can understand, because recitation as a story, Ramayana everybody can relish. The boy said, okay sir. So every day he used to come and sit in the class. And the students, other students used to find means and ways how to run away from the class. But he used to sincerely sit and hear Ramayana. So engrossed in hearing. And others were all playing jokes. They were thinking he's such a useless boy. He's fit for nothing. He's simply a servant. But the Guru was very much, Samartha Ramdas was very much appreciative of this boy. He used to call him Bola. Bola Ram. Bola means an innocent boy. So they were thinking, what is so special in this boy that the Guru was very much attached to this boy? Because one day this boy came late. The Guru did not start reciting Ramayana at all. He was waiting till the boy comes. So these were all wondering. And if they were not openly criticizing, because if they criticized, they were fearful that Guru might scold them and chastise them. So after a few days of serving like this, one day Guru called Bola and he said, tomorrow morning be ready, all of us are going to Shivaji Maharaj's palace there. Maharaj has invited all of us. So he wanted to spend a few months there and enlighten the people there on spiritual philosophies and all. The boy said, sir, my dear sir, I think it is not good for me to go there, because I am of no use, because I am not part of any philosophy. It is not worth for me to stay there and waste my time. Better, I will stay here. Somebody has to take care of the ashrama. Somebody has to feed the cows. Somebody has to clean the ashrama. Guru said, yes, it is also important. But how can you alone clean the ashrama? Ashrama is so big. How you alone can manage? There are deities here. You have to take care of the deities, everything and all. Somebody has to cook bhoga. The boy then remembered, yes, it is very difficult for me alone. Then he was in little, like contemplating how I should manage one small boy, entire ashrama, from morning cleaning to cooking to offering till taking care of the cows, milking the cows, everything and all. So seeing his anxiety and disturbedness, Guru said, okay, don't bother. Whenever you feel that you are not capable or you require hand, call Hanuman. Hanuman will come and help you. So boy was very much engrossed. Oh, Hanuman is going to come and help me. So the Guru went away with all the other people. He was staying in the ashrama, he was cleaning, he was managing the ashrama, he was... so as he heard from the Guru, how he has to offer Naivedya. So he cooked something and he brought in front of Lord Ramachandra. And he offered as sincerely as possible as Guru taught him. But the Lord is not eating the food. He was thinking, why is Lord not eating? Maybe I have failed in my process. My Guru will become very sad because I have not implemented the Guru's principle. So he was very much disturbed and he was crying. Then he remembered his Guru's instruction. Whenever you are in confusion, call Hanuman. He sincerely started praying to Hanuman. So much so that by his sincere cries, Hanuman came there. And he said, my dear boy, what do you want? Why are you crying? So I prepared bhoga for Ramachandra. He is not coming to accept. Go immediately, bring Ramachandra, Sita and Lakshmana here and make them eat this. Then Hanuman, he didn't have any option. He went, brought Lord Ramachandra, then Sita and Lakshmana, and they all ate. Now like this every day, now again he said, tomorrow come again. I'll prepare you tomorrow some other item which is your favorite. So every day he was managing like this, every day he was preparing and every day he was feeding them nicely. And Hanuman was helping him in cleaning the ashrama, in supporting him and taking care of the cows and everything and all. So one day, the Guru decided to plan to come back. So message was sent that Guru is coming back with all the disciples. So this Bola said to my dear Mother Sita, my dear mother, today my Guru Maharaj is coming. We have to give him a grand welcome. We have to take care of him. So please help me. Please help me in the process. We should receive him very nicely. So Mother Sita said, what should I do? So I'll do one thing. I'll prepare a grand feast. So then Ramachandra and Lakshmana will decorate the hall, and Hanuman will go and bring all the necessary paraphernalia. So he's sitting there. He is directing Ramachandra, you tie here, you do this. And Hanuman, he is bringing out this, you keep it here, you keep it there. And Mother Sita is cooking. And everything was so engrossed and everybody was so busy. This boy was running around, managing them. Suddenly Guru came there. And he saw so much festivity activities happening there. He said, was small boy, so much festivity activities, what is happening here? The boy immediately came forward, paid obeisances, and he said, my dear sir, we are here to receive you. So receive means how alone? You said, no, I called Hanuman. Then Hanuman called Ramachandra, Lakshmana and Sita. They are all helping me. So Mother Sita, she is cooking there. And Ramachandra and Hanuman are decorating the house and altar and everything and all. And Hanuman has gone to get the ingredients and providing to Mother Sita for cutting sabji, all the other processes, vessels, bringing the vessels, everything, bringing water, everything and all. So the Guru said, where? So he said, come inside. As soon as Guru came inside, Ramachandra, Hanuman and Lakshmana and Sita entered into the deities and they became unmanifest. Everybody entered into the deities. So immediately Guru saw this glimpse, they are all entering into the deity room. Then he captured that boy, he hugged him and he said, I took many years to have tapasya, to have a glimpse of Lord. And you, in such a short span, you are associating with the Lord. You are such a great devotee. That sincerity. Just by hearing from his Guru, he said, my duty is to follow the instruction of the Guru, whatever I have heard. And for the satisfaction of my Guru, I am dedicated my life. So that small motive, sincere motive, he had satisfied the Supreme Lord so much so that the Guru became satisfied, the Supreme Lord became satisfied. The sincerity of the purpose is what Lord is looking and the Guru is looking. So we have to be very careful when we are engaging in devotional service. It is very simple process if we are simple-hearted. So be simple. Simplicity is one of the principles in devotional service. The more we become complicated, the more we become disturbed in devotional service. So accept the instructions and execute them with full faith. Then assured success in very soon. So this is what we hear from Śrī Sūta Gosvāmī, from Maitreya, from Vidura, from Sūta Gosvāmī, Parikshit Maharaj, the importance of hearing and practicing what you are hearing. So we'll stop here. Any questions or doubts? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद